Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Stellaris community game, episode 7 with our series here. I let the game tick by a little bit. I just wanted to let a few things happen off camera. There wasn't a lot going on. And once a couple of stuff started happening, I decided we'd jump back in. First and foremost, we have 4 members now in the Subscribe to PewDiePie Federation. And that federation keeps growing. Now, Jeebus Spawn's the only one out of here that I think can't join the Federation, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, so that's where that's going. We'll find out if that keeps developing into something. Meanwhile, the Tyrannoid here, in a war with both the Democratic Jabarian League and the Gox Nation this time. Now, the Gox Nation here is not really going to be able to help out with that war, I don't believe. But, we've got this going on here. Tyrannoid here, they've got their 3K fleet moving into Jabarian League territory. Now, they've only got 744 firepower, but they've got a pretty strong economy. I'm wondering if the Tyrannoid here are going to grab up a few systems and then bounce out, similar to what we saw with our war with the Rontor regime here, or if they're actually going to go for trying to consume a lot more than that. I think they'll probably end up just taking a few systems. Either way, it's going to help them grow. And now would probably be an excellent time for them to get attacked by somebody else, but yeah, it'll definitely help see them grow as they keep eating up systems. They got nothing else they can do. They have no other way to expand besides taking out the people around them, so they might as well just go for it. Then they can keep getting more powerful that way. Speaking of Tyrannoid, we've got the Tyrannoid here. Jeebus Spawn's Tyrannoid. He's got 4.6k. He's not messing around. Significantly larger than Vagrant and Hero here, even though his economy is pretty crippled. He's managed to stabilize his energy credits, though. His research is starting to look good as well. Has a lot of influence. He's got a science ship just chilling out here. He hasn't finished surveying this system just yet. All right. So that's that. The swarm here starting to expand back out again. So they're on the move. Whether or not... see, Elecnage is in the Federation now. If the swarm goes after him, it could be a problem. They only got 2.8k, though. They shouldn't have too much of a problem. And the Federation talking about taking out the Tyrannoid here, the AI Tyrannoid. They can't really get to the human Tyrannoid. But that's okay, they really don't have to. But if they could take out the AI Tyrannoid, I think that's the biggest threat to them. The other nations here, not really as much of a threat. Oh, they're just not that powerful. And Tyrannoid's definitely the biggest threat. And this swarm up here, they're not going to get to. That swarm will either grow or... I mean, it's going to definitely grow to take a lot of this. Take a look at everybody's economies. 108 alloys. Yeah, he's got a really strong economy and some great research. 308. Wow, look at that though. Vagrant Hero going for 323, 122 minerals. Great alloy conversion. He's got plenty of room to grow, so that's a lot of that too. I mean, he could just keep expanding and expanding there.
Updated.
Demon Slayer there, also able to expand a lot because he's got all of this down here. He's pretty much taken most of it. 138 minerals. Really good science as well. Elect Ninja, almost pushing 300 for the science. Good minerals, good alloys.
Situation log updated.
Let's see, we already looked at him. Fallen. Hurting on energy. Great minerals, good alloys, good research.
Situation log updated.
Close, bordering energy here, but 215 minerals. That's nuts. Vivas here, starting to get the research up a little bit. He's pretty well rounded with everything that he's got. Is the Tyrannoid actually pushing up? It looks like they are. They've taken some systems here. Well, there's a mega structure in this system. I did not realize that before. The Strategic Coordination Center. Okay. That could be beneficial for somebody in the future. But yeah, the Tyrannoid actually moving up here. Looks like they might take Tarvalum at that point. Then they've got to move into this system, and then they're already knocking on the door of the capital system. And if they could take the Democratic Jubarian League's capital system, they're going to probably handicap them similar to how they handicapped the Irantor regime here. And, these guys' home system is just trash now, and their empire split. They have this gigantic tumor in the center of their empire. It's not good. We got a battle here. Nice savannah world here. It's probably going to be the Tyrannoid's first target. What kind of fleet they got here? That's it, huh? Plus the system. Yeah, they're in some trouble. They've got nothing to fight the Tyrannoid. But these two band together can easily take them out. That won't be a problem in a minute. I'm calling for a break here. I'll let them know soon that we'll do a break. We've been cutting breaks here between episodes, or between every 2 episodes or so. And that way people don't get too burned out. They can use the restroom and such. All right. These numbers now starting to seriously climb. The AI starting to lag behind a little bit. Are we going to see, let's see, about 7 years we could start getting the mid-game firing. That's going to be really interesting. Mainly for the Borg observers. I've talked about this before. They might have their hands full, but they're building up now, so if that fires off and goes the direction that it might go, they're going to have something interesting going on there. Have these guys found each other yet?
Situation log
Yep,
updated.
they have. So now they finally know, and that's why
Situation
Doomslayer here, he's actually got a pretty good idea of what the entire... Actually, he sees everybody. Yep, he sees absolutely everybody. So he's got a good idea now of where everybody is. Elect Ninja and stuff. Expanding up there still. I think everybody, yeah, because of the Federation, everybody in the Federation is going to see everybody. Vagrant Hero still missing just a little bit of information here. He doesn't see the AI Empire back here, and he doesn't see Fallen. Fallen doesn't see him, obviously. And he actually doesn't know the Fallen Empire's here. And he sees everybody with the Fallen and the AI back here. And he's going for Soul now. He's trying to enlighten him. Nice. How's the Tyrannid doing? Or Tyrannoid? Oh, they've got this system under control. They're just bombarding the planet now. We'll see if they actually take it. There's really nothing there to contest them, so they could just expand as much as they want. Jabarian Absorption War. Did Jeebus here? Okay, so he's just got the one system to take. He finally finished surveying it. And whether or not he deals with this now, that's going to be his hardest battle. He's almost got 5k. I think he's going to need 10 to 15k if he's going to take that. Well, that makes the most sense to me for what's in there. A lot of stations and such. They're voting to grant association to somebody, maybe the Gox Nation or somebody like that. The Rontor regime. I wonder if I could speed this up a little bit. We were all kind of worried on whether or not we could go faster than this. Everybody does seem to be keeping up with me. Pretty good, actually. Except for Lord M. He's behind by a day or two. So I better not speed it up. He's consistently behind. Okay. But way ahead in the game. 2,000 now. Hey, he's going to be pushing Fallen Empire territory soon. Probably nobody better for the mid-game to be by than him. He'll handle it the best out of anybody here. What are they looking like for defenses here? He's got a 3.8k. Where is his fleet? Is it still hanging out? He's fighting something. Okay, so his fleet's off here. Just killing a few things up north. So he's actually pretty vulnerable right now. He's trying to clear these out so he can keep expanding around where he's going to run into this other swarm. And he's got the Tyrannoid here he's got to kind of worry about. They've got a pretty large fleet. I think he out-techs them. No, I'm positive he out-techs them. But definitely they have double the fleet. Okay, we got wormhole going on here. Wormhole connecting. Goes from Tekats to the Borg. So it goes from here to the Borg over here. Rimdur connects to Takia. So where are those? Rimdur. Okay, Rimdur's right here. Connects to Takia. Yep, okay. Nice. Yeah, that is actually a pretty good wormhole for them. Especially because it means now that they could actually help with the mid-game crisis when it fires. they're actually going to be able to jump in and aid him with that. So that might actually swing the mid-game event. They got this system here. They moved their fleet back. So did they stop taking this? No, they just took it. They just landed their troops on it. Oh, I guess it's whether or not they're going to go for the home system or they're going to fall back and try to take these smaller ones. I think they're gonna hit this. Or something. Oh, they've got battles going on here. They've got a 1K Gox nation fighting their station. Ah. Okay, so they probably want to send their fleet back to handle that. They don't want to be losing stations to the rear of them. That won't help them at all. But even if the war is to end, they still gain 2 systems and a planet out of it. Like Ninja's got a 7.2K fleet, so he started building up. He'll definitely be able to take this swarm out now. Although they're up to 4.1K. But yeah, he should be able to take them out if he decides to. He's in the Federation, so he can get help doing that. Whether or not they can get to him, they'd have to go into Borg territory and then go up. And they could do that because the Borg is in their Federation there, so they could go up to help out. But if they delay, if the swarm decides to go to war with the Lek Ninja or Tyrannoid or whatever, if they delay, then these guys here more chance to expand and grow if they don't take them out. They're just going to keep gobbling up these AI. Now, after they're done with the Democratic Jubarian League, they're probably going to jump right back down to the Rontor regime and take another 1 or 2 systems. There's some really, really good systems. That one's got 20 minerals. So they could probably still take 1 or 2 of these systems, and that'll help them out a lot. How's everybody doing for Ascension perks? Okay, still on the first or the third one there, Imperial Prerogative.
Situation log updated.
Demon Slayer still hasn't picked his 3rd Ascension perk yet. But we do have the Eternal Vigilance here. Gives him the star-based damage, defense platform damage, and defense platform is 5 with a star-based capacity. So he's actually going for a very defensive playthrough. Okay.
Situation log updated.
Synthetic Age, we saw that. He got Eternal Vigilance too. Interesting. Star-based damage, defense platform damage, and defense platforms. Oh, so he'll be able to build up as well. Oh, he is on the defense right now, even though he's playing as a hive. He's got to worry because he's boxed in. He's got enemies all around him that wanna kill him, see him removed from the game. So he's playing somewhat defensive here, so you don't have to worry about that, which is why he's got the bigger fleets. If he can survive long enough and take that ring world, he can build a pretty strong economy off of that. Well, the Borg absorbers continuing to expand over here. Oh. Wonder if anybody will go to war with these guys soon. We actually haven't seen very many of the human players go to war. I don't think we've seen any of the human players go to war with any of the AI or each other for that matter. It's been a lot of just kind of cold warring it right now. Most of these AI empires could probably be crushed, honestly. There's not a whole lot to them. So I'm fairly confident the strongest ones, which are the Tyrannoid and the Ravener Swarm here, they're both still fairly powerful. They don't have as much fleet power, but power-wise, with their economies and everything, and their fleet power, they're definitely up there. Technological level 4251, 44. So these guys do out-tech the Vagrant Hero ties. Everybody else is somewhat. Well, they're up there. 48 for technological, 45, 51, 21 is really down. 48. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here since we are out of time. I'm going to let the game tick past for a while. And once stuff starts getting hectic here, we start getting around the mid-game, we'll jump back in and check it out. I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.